up, y'all? This is your boy GL with Beast Mode, and right now we here at the Black Excellence Soiree. Jamie Foxx is hosting this at his house. We got a lot of celebrities, we got some influencers, we got some sponsors, and right now what we're doing is doing a big celebration for people doing excellence in the sports arena, okay? So stay tuned, we're gonna have some interviews, we got some special things and some previews and everything coming up. So make sure you keep it locked, check out what we got going on. Is one of the creators of the Black Excellence event series, and today he's doing the Black Excellence in Sports event. Terrell, thank you so much for doing this for us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, man, and it's just exciting for us to be here, for you to be here. I mean, we are putting on for the culture, and we just love creating spaces and places where people can be black and excellent and is celebrated and appreciated, and this is that. Yeah.
So this is a specific event that's aimed at highlighting the excellence in black people in sports. Why was it important that you did this right now?
I think that, you know, it is a continuum, right? Like, so there's black excellence, the overarching, and then there's like these sectors of black excellence. And I think that specifically when you talk about sports, I think that black people get used a lot, right? And not necessarily appreciated for who they are beyond like who they are in that 4-hour, 2-hour, whatever game span, right? But it's just like, no, like we're black and excellent when we go home, when we go to the store, when we go, you know, and so it's just to keep that theme and that appreciation of that, you know?
And shout out to Jamie Foxx for allowing you to do this thing at his beautiful house. So right now we're talking to the Beast Mode fan base. And I want to know for you, what does it mean to be Beast Mode?
Bro, Beast Mode, I don't know. It just feels powerful. So, you know, I know it's like a sports term. I'm not really a sports guy. Like I played sports in high school, but for me, turning on Beast Mode is just making sure that I'm focused and I'm powerful and I feel powerful and I act powerfully. So it's being courageous, it's being fearless, and it's just going with intention and knowing that the outcome is going to be favorable.
So we here with my boy Carl McDowell from the hit show HBO Ballers.
Fast. See, back to being Dirty Ricky.
How about you call a lift after you dry off?
What?
Give me an idea what it's like to work on a show like that.
To work on a show like Ballers is just fun. It's like this party. You come into this party and then they got cameras and they film you at this party. That's what it's like. It wasn't work at all, man. It was just like this.
So this party is celebrating black excellence in sports, and you work on the show with sports. There's a lot of athletes that come and make cameos on the show, and I'm sure you're a sports fan yourself. Like, what is it about, you know, black people and us when you see us performing great things on sports that inspires you?
I mean, it's the whole thing. It's the showmanship. Like, you love the showmanship of anything. Sports, like if you do music, if you do the arts, whatever it is, you like the showmanship. And we kind of bring the showmanship and this whole thing. So you'll go to see an athlete or a black athlete doing this thing because he's going to show you something. You know, that's dope.
That's dope. So, as you know, we're doing this for the Beast Mode Network. And, you know, anybody who knows what Beast Mode is, you know what it means to channel that. Can you just share with us real quick what it means to you to get in your Beast Mode zone?
What it means to me to get in my beast mode is just like, it's kind of like I want it, I'll see it, I work hard, I go get it kind of thing. You just got it in. You ain't gonna let it, you ain't gonna lose, you ain't gonna quit, you ain't gonna stop, you're gonna go get it. That's my beast mode. Seems like that's how your boy beast mode is as well.
So I want to thank you for stopping by. Can you tell us where we can find you and what we can see you on next?
You can find me on Instagram, Carl D. McDowell. You can find me, my band, Left on Laurel, and the CJ Hammond Music. And I'll be in a couple movies on Netflix this year. One called Holiday, coming out around the holidays.
Since we're here with the Beast Mode Network, I think it's only fitting that we have a legend. And if we're going to talk about Beast Mode, this man epitomizes Beast Mode. 4 times to the Super Bowl, Mr. Andre Reed.
Reed at the 40, at the 35, 30, down to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Andre Reed He scores! Here's a reverse to Reed, and he drops the ball. He wants to throw downfield. He's got a man there, and it's caught at the 20-yard line. Andre Reed.
Thank you for coming over and talking with us for a minute.
Thank you, man. It's great to be here, and I am an NFL Hall of Famer too. So 2014, I got to put that out there. Awesome to be here, man. Jamie did a great job, and just to be here with all these people, have a good time, man, and just have fun, man. Talk about sports, talk about life, and you really don't see some of these people that much. And shout out to Marshawn, man. Marshawn's different, but he's a good dude.
So we're here talking about black excellence in sports, and now it's so prevalent. The media is everywhere now, but when you were playing, it was a different story. So you are and have always been black excellence in sports. What does it mean to you to see people get together to celebrate what you were able to help pioneer and what we're doing now, where it's gone?
I think it's definitely a step forward, because in 1985, when I came in the league, there was no social media. There was no way of getting yourself out there. And when people get together and there's a purpose, you have more avenues to get that purpose out. And that's in anything now in the world right now. So, back when I played, it wasn't like that. If we want to get something out, it was through the paper or on a phone. But now there's so many different avenues for guys to put themselves out there and get their brands going and all that kind of stuff. So it's been different, man. But I love watching guys when they do their own thing and they do it the right way, and they represent not only themselves, they represent what they're trying to do, and they just represent the culture, and they want to not only better themselves, but they want to better somebody else behind them that's going to come after them.
So I have a question for you, and it's going to be a weird question. And I know you've been asked a million times about the 4 runs to the Super Bowl. I want to know how you felt watching the Seattle versus Arizona Super Bowl on the 1-yard line and they didn't give Marshawn the ball, because you've experienced being in this situation.
Let me tell you, I've experienced 4 losses, and people say, well, you lost 4 Super Bowls, and I'm like, well, you were watching me those 4 times. So I realized, I think Marshawn probably thinks about that a lot, because there's no doubt about it, if they would have gave him the ball, they would have been Super Bowl champs that year. But it just didn't happen that way, and I think some things don't happen the way they should, and you just got to move on. And I think as people in this world, we don't move on. We like to stay in like a rut, and we just got to let it go and move on, because there's always something better if you make it better. Yeah.
Well, I definitely appreciate you coming and taking a few minutes. I just have one more question for you. What does it mean to you to go beast mode?
Man, it's about eating some Skittles. When he pulled out of that van, I think it was in New York, right? And all them Skittles came out. That was butter, man. So big ups to Marshawn about that. That was great. That was great to see.
What's up, y'all? We here with somebody who's been a star for a long time. Y'all seen him on TV. Y'all seen him in your favorite movies. You've seen him all your life, man. We here with Mr. Jason Weaver. Man, thank you for coming over and talking to us.
Maurice, thank you so much, man. Let me grab this. Let me get beast mode real quick with this mic. Let me snatch this from you, man. Nah, thank you, Maurice. I really appreciate it. So happy to be here on beast mode today, hanging out with you, man. Yep.
So we here today celebrating black excellence in sports, and I know that sports and entertainment draws a lot of parallels. Like, what does it mean to you to be here and have these events created for us in the black community where we can celebrate the great things that we're doing?
Oh, man, I think it's great. I mean, first and foremost, to see all of these accomplished black people in here and people of color in general, just in attendance, having a good time, supporting one another. You got people from the sports world here, people from entertainment, people are playing games and things like that. I think anytime we get an opportunity to kind of all come together and fellowship and, just talk about our careers, maybe trade some ideas, it's always a good thing. So, and it's always a pleasure to, come to Jamie's house. I'm always here hanging out from time to time. So it's good to be here and, kicking with old friends.
So you've been in the game a long time. You've done so many things. You've done some iconic things, everywhere from Lion King to Drumline. And people, I don't care what they say, Drumline is iconic. What is it that keeps you able to stay relevant and be able to do things even when they don't see you doing it?
First of all, and this is not to sound cliche, but this is real, I give all glory and praise to God first and foremost, and all my gratitude and thanks goes out to God first and foremost, because without him, I'm from Chicago, so you know, the way things go down there, and especially as it relates to young black men, a lot of us even don't get a chance to make it to the age that I'm at right now. I just turned 40. So, you know, by the grace and mercy of God, I'm able to just be alive, first and foremost, and then to also just have a career and to do something that I love and to be able to entertain people and to be able to connect with people on a kind of deeper than surface level. Because like you said, like, we all kind of grew up together. Like, that's what we were talking about even behind the camera. Like, at the same time, you guys were supporting my work as a kid. You know, it was reciprocated in a way, because that positive energy that y'all were feeding me has been keeping me going.
So Marshawn Lynch is my brother, and we're here with the Beast Mode Network. I want you to tell me what it means to you to go beast mode.
Oh, man. To go beast mode is to, like, go like Marshawn, man. Like, keeping your head down and running through the fucking line, man, and making it happen. And putting the points up on the board and getting the yards. Like, that's what I do in my career as an actor. You know, even if I don't score a touchdown every time, I keep my head down, man. And I just pick up yardage every carry that I get, man, and every opportunity that God gives me. So that's my personal beast mode. And Marshawn, I'm such a huge fan, man. I had no idea that beast mode was beast mode. So, nah, Maurice, thank you. Shout out to you, Marshawn. It's all love. Absolutely.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for coming and getting with us. So we here with the homie Tyron Woodley.
Oh! That's it. Now that's it. Tyron Woodley! Tyron Woodley! Stop Stung Young Kim! That!
Thanks for you guys having me on. What's Beast Mode TV?
Yes, sir.
All right.
So Beast Mode is fitting because this was a UFC champion right here. And right now you have a show on, is it TMZ? Called Beatdown? And I mean, that's fitting, right? So we got to get you some Beast Mode gear to wear on Beatdown, you feel me? But, you know, one of the things I want to talk to you about, you here, and it's only fitting, this is the Black Excellence in Sports event. And, you know, with sports growing, so many different platforms, social media, everything, how does it feel to be a part of that?
Man, it feels good, you know, because when you look at athletes at every level in any sport, we all wired the same way. We all got to be a little bit off in the head to be able to push your body beyond where your body thinking can go and where your mind can tell it. And you got to consistently make the choice to go this way when it's so much easier to go that way. So I think that's why we relate, and that's why we kind of vibe together.
Right. Absolutely. So in your career, you've now transitioned into a point where you're doing some broadcast stuff, but that UFC thing, like, most of us played sports when we were young, but that UCFC thing is when you get in this ring across from another man and y'all whole goal is to make sure he go to sleep. Like, what is that feeling like?
You know, it's an ultimate warfare. I think, you know, since a kid, I was a football player. I was small, but I'll hit the shit out of you. And people were like, damn, man, he's little, but he bring the wood. So that's how I got my nickname T Wood, because I would knock people's helmet off, and I was only 140 pounds. So that just transitioned into wrestling. Me hitting somebody in the tackle is the same as double leg takedown in them. And my coaches was brainwashing me I was too little. It's like, you got 110 tackles, but you're only 5'6", and you weigh 145. So they thought I wouldn't be able to go to play Division I. So then I said, you know what? I got to go to school. I can't pay for it. So I started doing wrestling. Never wrestled in my life, and I just naturally gravitated towards it. So I used that to go to college, that to go to MMA. But overall, we just artists. You're an artist. If you paint, if you rap, if you do music, TV, broadcast, it's all an art form. And that's why you see athletes always like to be a recording artist. Recording artists always want to be in the front row of the boxing match. And you know what I mean? Like to create.
Dope. So I'm not going to keep you long, but I got to know, and I'm asking everybody this. What does it mean to you to go beast mode?
I'm going to share a story with you. Going beast mode is in my DNA, and it's in my kids' DNA. Every time my kids leave the house, I said, make your name, and they all say great. It's your job to make your name great. My son is a football player, played for a private school in St. Louis, Missouri. They ranked 17th in the nation, DeSmet High School, and they was playing against a team this past weekend. They played this Friday against a team, and this team was back-to-back state champions, undefeated, very highly nationally ranked, and they hadn't beat this team in 12 years. And I pulled them to the side. I went up to the school. When I'm in town, I go to school and try to just rap with them a little bit. And I said, I don't give a fuck what they did last year. I said, you go out there and over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And I said, what's the moral of the story? And this is why I let my 15-year-old cuss run through a motherfucker face. That's in my DNA. My kids know that. I got the clip right here. It's in the text message feed. So in my son's text message feed, pre-game, this is our ritual. And when I'm on the sideline and he make a good hit, when I do like this, he know what I'm talking about. I don't have to verbalize it. He too old for me to be on the sideline like I was 8 years old, like he 8 again. So when I look over at TJ, he know what I'm saying. Run through a motherfucker face.
Well, bro, I wish you continued success. I definitely want people to check out the show on TMZ, and I just want you to keep flourishing, bro. Thank you for everything you do. How y'all doing? We here with a living legend right here, the one and only Mr. Terrell Davis.
Y'all don't really work it. Right side. Room Tucks it back. Will go with a touchdown.
How you doing, bro?
I couldn't be better tonight. It's an outstanding event. It's pretty cool. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Look, we here.
This is like the red carpet treatment.
Look, we don't got no red carpet all week. We got carpet,
brown carpet,
but it's Jamie Foxx carpet, so it don't matter what
Jamie
color
Foxx
it is,
carpet.
right?
Yeah, I'm with you with that. It's pretty cool too.
Right. So we celebrating Black excellence in sports, and I don't think anybody epitomizes that like you do. What do you
I am black, obviously.
The excellent part,
Well, the excellent, listen. Here's the thing about it, man. The on the field stuff is hard for me to kind of. I don't know. I don't look at what I did on the field, to be honest with you. Like, if you're talking about like in life, here's what I try to do. I try to be a good example for young black men and women growing up who can see somebody who's had to struggle, who had to overcome obstacles, who had to go through adversity but bounce back from it. And I'm like, if that's what if I can show some people that, I did it, and wherever you're from and what you're going through, you have to keep pushing through it. Then I did my job. That's how I kind of feel about that. So the sports part is what happened, NFL. I worked hard, and I hope that it would turn out this way, and it did. But I can't promise everybody that if they work hard that they'll have the same success. What I can tell them that if you do the thing, stay on that path, right? You try to make sure you stay eligible. You stay that you don't disqualify yourself from greatness. Right. And we know what that is, right? That's doing things that's going to get you locked up. Flunking out of school. Not listening to your parents. If you do the right things, you keep yourself eligible to achieve greatness. It may not be in sports, it might be in something else, but that's what you have to do, right? That's what we all have to do.
Absolutely. So as you look back on like your illustrious career, your life, like everything, your legacy, what is the thing you'll look back and say you're the most proud of?
It was so many things. Like I said, I look back and okay, here it is. So I grew up in San Diego. I'm gonna give you some rundown. Okay. At the age of 9, I had severe migraines where my doctor said I couldn't play football anymore. Mm-hmm. The age of 12, I lost my dad. All right? At the same time, I almost was murdered. Being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Really, it was my doing. Hanging out 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning doing stupid stuff. All right? After that, I quit football. Didn't play football for 2 years. I then I walk onto a high school where I don't even play running back. I play nose guard and fullback. I then walk onto Long Beach State. Go to Long Beach State. They dropped the football program after 1 year. I then end up going to Georgia, where I don't know how I end up in Georgia. I get benched in Georgia. I end up finding my way back to the starting role. I get drafted by the Broncos in the 6th round. I go make a play on special teams, and I guess the rest is history. I don't know how that happened, man. I didn't plan my life out like that. So the one word that comes to mind was that resiliency, right? It's not going to work out the way you think it is. It never does. Be resilient. Understand that you got to be willing to bounce back when you get knocked down, get your butt off the floor, and keep fighting for what you love. If you do that, I've also learned that I don't control the results of nothing. In sports, we don't control results. We don't control anything. We can only control our effort level and the probabilities of us winning. That's the same thing in sports as it is in life. If you do the right things, the chances are you could be successful, but it doesn't guarantee it. No guarantees or nothing. So your question you asked me is, what am I proud of? I'm proud that I didn't quit. I'm proud that I kept fighting for it, right? I kept myself eligible to achieve where I am now. And I thought about quitting 1,000 times. I wanted to quit a whole bunch of times. So quitting was there. It was in the back of my mind. I never did it, though. Right. So that's what I'm proud of.
Okay. So Marshawn is my brother, so I have to.
I heard that. Yeah.
I have to ask you this.
Little beast
and guess what?
And big beast mode.
And I'm so excited to ask you this question.
Yeah.
What does beast mode mean to you? The word beast mode. When you think of the word, what does that mean to you?
I think it's so fitting and it's so appropriate that the man's nickname is Beast Mode. When you got a dude who refuses to go down, I don't give a damn what circumstance he's in. He is not going down by the first person. His attitude and the way he runs, the disposition, that anger he runs with, the attitude, the swag. I appreciate that, man. So Beast Quake, that run he had against New Orleans in the playoffs, that sums it up. When you say, what does he represent? And I'm still pissed off that they didn't run him against Seattle, against the Patriots in that game. The man just picked up 4 yards in a run before. You don't give him the rock on the 1 yard line?
And you're a running back, so you got a little bit of a little bias. But
that's disrespectful, man.
so
That's
as
disrespectful.
As a metaphor for life,
Yeah.
when you hear beast mode, how do you relate that to life?
It is. So I have a saying where I call it live life on offense. And what it means is you got to think about the positives. Everything you look at, right? It's the glass half full, not half empty. It is looking at everything that's positive. It's moving forward, not backwards. Breaking off the mirrors. We're not looking back at anything. That's beast mode. That is, I don't give a damn what's in my way, what obstacles, what hurdles I got to jump over. I'm going to find my way over that hurdle, through it, around it. It don't matter. That is the beast mode mentality. So anything that I want to get, I'm going to get it. And nothing going to stop me from getting to that point. That's beast mode.
And right now I have a special guest standing with me, Miss Angela from the AT&T's Dreamin' Black platform. How you doing? Tell me how excited you are to be here.
I'm so excited to be here. I absolutely adore Jamie Foxx. He's in one of our new films, Just Mercy. It's going to be amazing. And also just being here tonight, we're actually celebrating Julie's Kids, which is an amazing organization that really benefits foster kids. And we just couldn't be anywhere else but here tonight to make sure that we're supporting this amazing organization. So very happy to be here.
Awesome. You guys do such a great job of getting involved in all aspects of of enhancing the black experiences in entertainment, music, fashion, sports, and everything. This is a Black Excellence event for sports. What does it mean to you to be a part of this and celebrate these great people who do these great things?
I'm a kid who grew up in sports. And so sports for me was it was an outlet for me to not only build camaraderie with teammates, but also a creative expression for me. And so I know how important it is. And to be here celebrating athletes, both amateurs and professionals who are doing such an amazing job athletically, it's just so important. I believe that Black excellence looks like many things. And one of those things is excellence in sports. And so we're so excited to support that new generation that's breaking barriers in the area of sports. So just excited to be here.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about what the AT&T Dreamin' Black platform is about?
Dreamin' Black is a creative platform. I'm so excited that AT&T understands that right now we're in a unique moment in time. This is a moment of unprecedented achievement. And so Dreamin' Black is really a platform that's about celebrating creators, even including athletes, and the culture. And so it's, again, celebrating those creators and the cultures who shape it. It's really a platform that's all about powering the possibilities, and I believe AT&T plays a great role in that. And so Dreamin' Black, again, is that way that we can celebrate those creators who believe that success can look like anything that we can dream or imagine.
That is amazing. So we are with the Beast Mode platform right now, and I want you to tell us what it means to you to go Beast Mode.
For me, going beast mode, it means going after everything, unapologetically. Like, these guys right now are celebrating back here, and that's what it is. So being beast mode means whatever you're doing, you're going after it. You're going to believe that success is a part of the journey, but your destination is really focused on what your personal goals are. And so beast mode is going after it, no holds barred, unapologetically.
Thank you. I really appreciate you taking some time with us. Enjoy the event, and hey, y'all got to look for the Beast Mode Dreamin' Black collabs coming soon. You got to. It's going to happen. What's up, y'all? We here with the homie Dan Rue, and guess what? He actually going to talk to us, I think.
Maybe, actually. Hi, I'm Dan Rue speaking live here, News Channel 5. Jamie Foxx is home, actually, right? No, let me stop. Go ahead.
I don't got to say nothing.
Go ahead.
What's up, bro? How you doing, bro? We're here for the Black Excellence in Sports event.
Yes.
So, and I know you had a lot of athlete friends. Yeah, since you burst on the scene, being a sensation, and just really you kind of took over all this shit. Don't be modest. No, but how do you feel celebrating Black Excellence? I know it's not technically a community, but you're a supporter. You're an ally. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. It is my community, bro. I was born and raised in Louisiana, in the culture where I'm from. Like, shit, my best friends was black my whole life. I got white friends, of course, too, but I've been around black people my whole life. Went to black high school. And just, I respect black people with all my heart, and I love black women.
So tell us, because you're here, who are some of your favorite athletes?
Favorite athletes, Odell's my brother. I've known him for years. So, of course, I'm going to put him on the top. Kobe Bryant. Kobe.
A beast.
Bah. Bah. When I talk to him, I'm like, bah. He's
Go.
the GOAT. Yeah. You caught that. You caught that.
I got it.
Marshawn is also, I'm a big fan of Marshawn for years. Deion Sanders, prime time. You know what I'm saying? Champ Bailey, Ty Law. Oh, man, I could go on for the Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Patty Mahomes. I'm a Chiefs fan. I've been a Chiefs fan.
Bro, Pat Mahomes might be the new GOAT.
You heard it here live. There's so many athletes, bro. My favorite corner of all time is, of course, Deion. Mm-hmm. Running back might be Barry Sanders because,
Yes, of course.
Oh, you fell? You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, I have so many.
So I got a real question for you. Because a lot of people know you from the internet.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they know the depth that you have of, like, all the things you get yourself involved in. Can you, like, share some of the other things that you got going besides just,
well, I did MTV's Wildin' Out for 3 seasons. I have a little special on Netflix right now. It's called Insta Famous, and me and Nick are on there. Shout out to Nick. Me and Nick are, he's doing music now, working on his own thing, and I'm trying to do, like, acting, vice versa, whatever I can do. I'm working on a small little TV series right now. I can't say much about it, but I'm just working, man, and brand deals, vice versa. Anything else anybody would like to do in this influencer entertainment world, but yeah.
It's dope that there's a platform now in life where you could be, like, successful for being yourself, right? Like, and I think you epitomize that.
That's the best thing, but it's not only that. I like to see kids shine. I love to do stuff for kids because the kids are our future. People don't realize that, man. That's like parenting. You have a lot of kids that might do a bad thing. I believe that's all in parenting, you know what I'm saying? So if you can show kids that you can have fun and not have to do drugs, not have to do stuff in the streets, and get out the streets and have fun with your life, I think that's a positive move and a positive impact for kids in every color and aspect, not just, black or white or Hispanic, Asian, any other color there is out there that I may not know. But, it's for everybody. It's for
the whole
everybody.
spectrum. The whole spectrum.
What I do is for everybody.
So, last question. What does it mean to you to go beast mode?
Well, shit. I mean, to me, you play me in Madden, I'll show you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because, when I be thinking beast mode, though, first thing you think is Marshawn Lynch, you know what I'm saying? Knocking off 8 defenders on the way to the end zone. I'm just saying. My hands are tied. But that's beast mode. You feel me?
Okay. And then if you relate that to life, though, as a metaphor.
As a metaphor to life, going beast mode is grinding, getting shit done, being successful. But people don't realize success doesn't come overnight. A beast mode is a grind, and you're gonna grind every day. If I had let's say I was working every day, my hardest, and I was only making $100 a day, I'm gonna make $100 a day for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Just grind. That's all. Beast mode is grinding to me.
Absolutely. Bro, I really appreciate you taking some time to talk to us. Congratulations on all the success.
Fuck you at Marshawn. You trying to battle. You trying to battle? Hey, look, on God, though, every time I think of Marshawn, I think of that video. I seen that clip on the internet talking about hunting a pig. Oh. But he said, just give me the goddamn pop with a rifle. He said, no, right, mate, no, you can't do it like that. You got to do it old-fashioned with a spear.
So I just ran into the homie Dookie Nacho. What's up, man? How you doing? So, of course, if we're going to have a Black Excellence in Sports event, it's only right that we get the best dressed man in football to come through and come and grace us a little bit.
I'm flattered, man. Appreciate you.
Look, it's not often that we get to get celebrated in our own way, in our own platform. What does it mean to you to be here at an event that's for you, for Black Excellence in Sports?
Oh, man, it feels good, man. It's a privilege. It's just a privilege to be here, man, just with other Black influencers and other Black athletes and celebrities, man, just to be recognized as someone influential and someone that, has some sort of prestige. Man, it's a good feeling. So just to be part of it, man, is an honor.
Right. So being an athlete and having gone through that grind, and, it's a lot of stuff, and people don't understand how much you guys put into that. Like, there's being, in the mix, and then there's being excellent. Tell me what it means to be excellent, because you've been around some people who have been at the top level in their careers and their level.
Well, it means being excellent means, going over and beyond, and putting the extra hours in and extra time in, And being excellent is beyond just being good, right, and just being talented and having skill. Being excellent involves discipline, right? Part of it is making good decisions. And part of it is, knowing what to do and handle yourself in certain situations to keep yourself out of trouble. Because, when I was coming out of high school, there's a lot of people more talented than me that, on paper or if you looked at it, had more prominent futures. But the reason I continue to progress is because I stayed out of trouble, right? And I just focused on school, stayed out of trouble, and just did the right thing and made the right decisions. A lot of the times, the difference between the people that are successful and the people that are not successful is decision making.
So would you say that's what made you stand out, is you were able to cognitively say, you know what, I know what to do and what not to do to make sure I can get there?
I think what made me stand out was just like a compilation of things, right? Obviously my work ethic, but a lot of people have work ethic, right? But my belief, my faith, growing up in a Nigerian household, I think it gave me an advantage as far as like seeing my father, just work as an immigrant, come over here in America and work his way up from nothing, So just seeing that and seeing that be possible gave me all the faith and all the, belief that I could do it too. So I got my work ethic from him. And, and I think a lot of that is a credit to where I am now.
I think somebody back there in the background going beast mode. So I want to ask you, because, Marshawn is my brother. I want to ask you, what does it mean to you to go beast mode?
Ooh, what does it mean to me to go beast mode? Going beast mode to me means setting goals and crushing them, right? And setting goals and crushing them, no matter if it takes you a couple years or a couple days, no matter if you face obstacles, just setting goals and putting a plan in place and executing that plan. I think that's going beast mode.
Well, look, enjoy this beautiful event. Jamie Foxx put together something great, and I appreciate you coming and talking to us for a minute, man.
Thank you so much.